Hello and welcome to this pick a card reading. If this is your first time on my channel, I am happy to have you here. And if you're returning, welcome back. My name is Jody. I am an intuitive mentor and channel, which means it is my job to listen to spirit and to provide the divine messages that are coming through for you at this time. You can find out all about me and my services anytime at thespiritexperience.com. So I'm just finishing up clearing the decks we're going to be using in this reading. Today, we are going to be getting insight on what people find attractive about you, which is an amazing topic. Love this topic. So we're going to pick from the Star Tarot. I'm just setting the other decks aside for now. 3 piles, 3 cards each. So I just want you to focus on asking yourself, which one of these piles is the pile for me? What is going to give me all of the messages and information that I need to know about why people find me attractive and what they find so attractive about me? So we've got pile 1 all set there with their 3 cards happening. Looking for pile 2 here. Thank you. There's the 3, pile 2. I'm going to add a few. Woo, that one wants to come for sure. Top 2? No, they're saying these 2. Okay. And pile 3. All right, let's get these set up so you can take a good look. I'm actually going to add beads to these today to give you an idea, a number quality, to help you choose which pile is really resonating with you, calling to you. Okay. Sometimes it's helpful for your intuition to be able to see something that differentiates besides just the cards. And they've asked me to do that with these little shiny, beautiful shiny beads today. So I am, of course, listening to Spirit. And there you go. Okay, so 1, 2, or 3, take a good look. Just a reminder that this is a collective reading, not an individual reading. So you want to take the messages that are coming through for you and resonating with you and leave the rest. Once you've made your selection, you can head down to the description to click the link for your reading. Hello, group 1, and welcome to your reading. If you're listening to this, then you chose the pile all the way to the left with the single bead. I'm just going to set that aside. We'll get into your reading. We're asking the question, what people find attractive about you. We're getting more information about what's gone on in your life to illuminate, hopefully, your inner light and what people are noticing. I'm just going to set these out. I am only going to be pulling upright, reading upright for this entirety of this reading with the decks that we have, that we're using. So let's get right into it. Let's see what we've got going here. The 2 of Wands. This is a beautiful card. And you have the 5 of Pentacles. Okay. And lastly, the 8 of Pentacles. All right. So right away, group 1, it is very clear that you have been able to make great decisions, thank you, about what it is that you feel inspired to do, that you may have run up against blocks or things that may have been holding you back, but you are able to ascertain, decide what is right for you and move in that direction. It's almost like you know how to hold as well. Meaning if it's time to hold, if you're feeling something, if you're in your emotional body, thank you, then you know that you're going to find the key. You know what it is that is best for you. And you may oscillate from worrying or not worrying, but you always come out of it. And you understand that eventually you will have the answers you need. So it's like oscillating sort of from like worrying to not worrying. Really understanding I've made good choices before. I've followed my vision. I've followed my passion. And if I need to, I want these two. And if I need to take a moment to myself to experience or process whatever my emotions are, I am willing to do that. Of course I am, because I'm a human being and I understand that. Yeah, they want me to leave the energy of this card first and keep taking a look here. Yeah, it's like you've been able to flow with your passions, with your inspirations. You've actually inspired others, they said, to do that as well. Where you may think, I'm just doing my own thing. I am following my heart, or I am trusting the divine. I'm trusting spirit. I'm trusting my team. I know that I'm making the best decisions. And when I do that, everything feels great and I feel like I'm moving forward, and people see that and they admire it. They go like, I wish I could do that, or maybe it's safe for me to do that. Yeah, and then really we're looking at linear here, past, present, future, what you've chosen in the past, where you're kind of at right now, and how you're influencing the external, what people are observing. And it feels like you're able to me, what they're telling me is you're able to allow yourself to experience whatever it is that you're feeling in order to find the inner peace here that you are looking for and move forward from there. That you're not really, I mean, again, you're human, so sometimes you question whether or not the key is coming, or whether or not you have the answers, or whether or not you're going to know what to do next. But really you oscillate back to, no, I'm going to stay in my inner peace. I know that I'm supposed to know at a certain time, and maybe I don't know right now. It may be time for me to really feel into this and not be so far up in my mind. You understand how to cultivate peace within yourself. People find that very attractive. They find it very inspiring, because sometimes we're in the flow and we're making the decisions and we're feeling inspired and it's easy and we trust. And other times we need to feel, okay? And we need to allow ourselves to have a moment to observe what's coming up in our lives, what our next step might be. But as you can see here, thank you. You get that inspiration once you have the key and you take it and you move it. You understand, now I've gotten this intuitive hit, or now I've gotten this insight about what it is that I need to learn now, what it is I need to dive into now. And you're not afraid to do that. And it looks like you're going to be moving into that place in the future yet again. They just said this is a lesson in flexibility. So if you felt in the past that you knew how to flow, or you know what that flow feels like, Spirit is telling you that as you step into this next phase, not only are people totally inspired by you, but they're going to be inspired by the work that you do. They're attracted and going to be attracted by the work that you do. And you may be teaching somebody, but the key is you may be teaching groups of people. Who knows? You may be sending a message out into the world and learning how to do that better, and really digging into that people are going to be, again, attracted to. The key is the flexibility and the malleability of it, and not getting too outside of your alignment, essentially, outside of your alignment in that. Not only you're going to attract people by the wisdom that you gain, the work ethic that you have, and the commitment to the shifting of something, and really being led by not only your emotions, but your like fire, your inspiration, what is leading you. You've done it before. You're in a space now where you're finding that peace, and you're waiting for the next alignment, the next spark, which is super inspiring and admirable, right? Not everybody can do that. Ooh, that one just flew out. Let me grab that. 3 of feathers here. Okay. when you know what to do, you do it, and you do it, and you focus on it. And what they're saying is, don't be super rigid with that in the future. What's going to continue to allow that attraction of exactly the right people into your life, exactly the right people who you need to either work with or commune with, thank you, or teach, perhaps, be around the people who need your energy and whose energy you need. It requires malleability and flexibility. So, you know, make the plan, but let the plan be also divinely guided, of course. The Knight of Shells, the Three of Feathers, the Knight of Shells here, and the Ten of Feathers. Okay, beautiful. So basically here, what I'm getting is like, in the past, you've been able to overcome some really difficult situations by trusting and actually trusting your inspiration and being guided and allowing yourself to flow. This not only made you extremely attractive to other people, but you started to get like a mojo energy back, and it helped you close out some really difficult or painful cycles that you may have been in, or the way that you were doing things when you decided to just trust the flow. Now, I'm sure you can remember that. Remember that energy of when you were in flow, when you were just trusting, when you weren't second guessing, and whatever kind of pain you were experiencing or whatever was difficult for you, it was like, what they're saying is, it was like, anything's better than this. And that allowed you to flow forward with these beautiful, inspiring decision after decision after decision is what they're saying. Now you're allowing yourself to sort of process, and hopefully you're not forgetting that connecting to that peace within allows you to eventually find the key or be given the nugget that moves you forward into the next direction or the next learning phase or the next hunkering down for manifestation, which is kind of oxymoronic there, Spirit. That's kind of oxymoronic. Seven of Acorns. She has determination and stamina on this card. What they're giving me is hold the, like, keep the course, hold the line. Like, process until you feel processed. That's a weird kind of way to say that. But that is what I'm feeling. It's like, you know, when you feel peaceful, you're not going to miss what the next piece of information or where your focus needs to be and your energy needs to be given to. You're not going to miss that. Thank you. You're not going to miss that alignment. Knight of Crystals. See, yes, it's like keep the course. Stay the course. Knight of Crystals is the movement forward. So you may feel like you're not being moved forward, but people are looking at you and going, wow, resiliency. This feels like you may be going through a hard time, but even through that, it's like you are making steps forward. You are moving forward. Part of the process is that alignment, is that processing and allowing the emotions and then returning to the peace within, remembering the peace within, remembering the peace within. Yeah, this is going to, Four of Shells. This is actually going to, see, she has soul searching, reevaluation, taking the break. If you haven't stepped into this energy yet, you may start to feel a block because what you're looking to do is step into an inner energy and allow yourself to keep the understanding that when I can't miss the key to this piece. I can't miss the answer to this piece. It's not going to be withheld from me. I need to process what it is I've been through and what it is I've been able to gain and what I've been able to let go of. This not only makes you really attractive to other people, but it makes you, what they're saying is it makes you real to them. They kind of see and they may be wondering about how it is you're going to process things. The soul searching and the looking and the finding within allows the open channel for whatever is coming next for you to focus on. And boy, are you going to focus. And that's going to, again, that's going to attract even more energy to you. The right type of people, the right type of focus. The key is to do it without again, without the rigidity, to remember the flow. Anytime in your life that you've felt in flow, they want you to remember that. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yes? Okay, thank you. Let's see what we've got for this final pile here. Yeah, the Two of Balance. So it's the Two of Crystals, the Two of Balance, but it's balance. As you can see, you've got a lot of balance energy. This is calling to you. Whatever you are attracted to is going to be attracted to people. Once you get the go, it's a full-on go. It's no holds bar. Yeah, it's like you're gonna want to be totally involved in it. The key to remember here is, again, with this card, to make sure that you're balanced, both on the physical plane and as you are connected to the insights and what you have been processing. 3 of Shells. Do it with fun. Look at these dolphins. Beautiful card there. Right? They're having fun. Playfulness, bliss. This is community energy. It's going to, again, what is going to be attractive about you is your ability to come out of a time of inner searching, soul searching for peace, inner endurance, moving things forward in even a confusing time or a time where you don't know what your decision is. Moving into this and being able to be light about it. This is also a community type of energy where you bring people together and commune with people and have a good time doing it. That's why the flexibility is called for as well, because the rigidity is the opposite, right, of playfulness, of having fun. And that's what makes you super attractive. It's like, oh, I can do this, or I can learn this, or I can understand this and keep it light. It doesn't have to be so serious. Yeah, look at this. 10 of Acorns. Dropping any kind of old stories about how it is you need to show up in the world, and maybe that is what you're being called to do right now, but dropping any kind of those stories are going to, again, connect you with and allow the flow of the perfect people to be attracted to you, for you to have fun with, for you to commune with, and you're being asked here to, in the future, to let go of whatever the heavy stuff was, especially, like, that's why you have this flexibility card, this flexible card, because the last thing you want to do is be rigid and keep carrying stuff that just doesn't align with you anymore. It will actually block you. The way that you're going to really see people showing up is when you step into not only what you need to master or what you need to learn or what you need to work on next once you have that insight, but also to do it with a balanced kind of fun energy. Yes, we're learning, but also we're having this fun, or yes, we're doing the work, but we're also finding time to keep it light and to play and to practice certain things that allow us to release these kind of heavy narratives or heavy baggage, or the supposed to's is what they're saying. Oh, I'm supposed to do this. I'm supposed to do that. I'm supposed to attract this kind of person. I'm supposed to appear this way to be attractive, when that's not the key at all. The soul searching energy here is going to lead to a beautiful alignment for you, which is going to make you even more attractive to people and help you drop any kind of heavy-weighted resistance energy that you may have come upon. Usually that comes for us to look at it so that we can understand the lesson that is being provided to us in carrying whatever that heavy load was, whatever that understanding is that we need to, like, whatever that roadblock is, whatever wall we've come up against, when we may feel unattractive, okay? Just being you is always the most attractive thing. Thank you. And what it's gonna do as you dig in the future is really allow you to feel more free, and more people to commune with you on a light level, on a level where they feel really served by being in your presence. They feel really loved. Yes, thank you. And they're having a fun, like they're having a good time. It's enjoyable energy. Okay, I'm just going to pull a couple affirmations for you to close out your reading. Yeah, they just said, like, You are a powerhouse as you dig in, as you learn how to trust yourself, and the decisions you've made in the past really illuminate that, and you're learning from that, and you're trusting yourself in the present, and then following those nudges and digging in. You are a powerhouse. I mean, you just have to be yourself. I am stronger than I may realize. If you're going through a difficult time right now, people still see you and they are inspired by you, and it is attractive the way that you've been navigating this path back to yourself and this soul searching and navigating and returning to the wisdom within yourself. And I am a trustworthy friend who shows up. Hopefully you show up in play as well. All right, group 1, I hope that you enjoyed this reading. If you found it helpful, you can let me know by giving it a thumbs up or leave me a comment down below. And if you know someone else that would find it helpful, please feel free to share it with them. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button so that you'll get notified the next time I post a pick a card reading. I hope that this served you. Thank you so much. Hello, group 2, and welcome to your reading. If you're listening to this, you chose the middle pile, the middle cards, and the 2 beads here. I'm just gonna set them aside so we can get into your reading. We are finding out what people find attractive about you. We've got these 3 cards here to start. I am only gonna be reading uprights through all of the decks in this reading today. So let's see. Wow, have you been successful? Okay, so not your success inspires others. And then it's extremely attractive is what they said. It's like you shared and spread so much joy, so much energy. You've helped other people come to success energy. We've got the Magician. So you're in a place now where you're realizing that you have the power to create your life, that you wield your own magic wand. And when people see that, they're like, I don't know how she does it, or I don't know how he does it, right? Like, I don't know how. You have the power and you trust that. And that's beautiful. It's extremely attractive when someone's standing in their power. Yeah, when they're their own magician, that's right. Oh, look at this. Not only do you have the Hierophant here, that's beautiful energy. In the future, you're going to be even more connected, channeling even more into your life to help others. Your wisdom will be coveted, seeking. Many will be seeking your wisdom. Wow. Okay, group 2. What have you been up to? What have you been doing? I'd say extra attractive here. Going to get some more information here with the wisdom of the Oracle. Beautiful energy you've got, group 2. I mean, it's like the world really needs you. Look at, see, it's almost like, okay, you're wielding it and bringing it in. And as you're bringing whatever it is that you need in your life, you're learning and able to then impart that wisdom in the future to others. People want to be like you, is what they just said. People want to be like you. You've got the Time to Go card here with the Sun card. No Place Like Home card with the Magician. Beautiful energy. And that was a quick one. Wow. Yeah. You are just... No wonder why people are attracted to your energy. Okay. What they're saying here with this Time to Go card, okay, is whatever you had in your past you used in order to move through the open doors in the future. And that really inspires people. They look at you and again, they want to be you. You've been able to find great success and people see that. It's almost like they're blinded by your light. And I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean, what makes you attractive, it's like a light in the dark, right? Thank you. That's more, they said that's more like it, Jody. It's like a light in the dark that you have been for people. It's like you are the light, just like you were able to move away and use your past, move away from anything that was kind of blocking you in the past, and then just like use that information, use that wisdom, and trust that when you need to leave that, you need to leave it, and you're headed towards something much, much better. And boy, have you created some success as a result of that. And you may have already helped a lot of people. It looks like in the future, you're going to be called to do that again as well, because people are naturally attracted to you. They're naturally attracted to the success you've already been able to have, that people are seeing. It's sort of like, I wonder how, they're doing that. How are they doing that? I want to learn. I want to know. I want to be able to walk to my next opportunity too, leaving things behind and not even carrying any kind of, pain, heavy pain into the future with me. We'll get some more information. I'm interested about that. Right now, it's like you feel right at home with where you are. You may begin to feel very at home in your body if you don't already. Wherever your place of residence is, so your actual home may start to feel really aligned for you. You have the magic wand and you're wielding it. It's like you're not afraid to wield it. And I don't mean that, of course, ever from an egoic perspective, right? Don't get into your ego, they just said. Don't get into your ego about this. This attracts people alone just by you taking I don't want to say the word control, but that's what it feels like. It's like taking your power and first wielding it in your life, taking your success and then bringing it into your present moment to create even more wisdom, to create even more peace, to create this sense of home within yourself and possibly again within your home. This is like, I'm comfortable in my own skin. I know my power, and I'm going to choose consciously to bring into my world exactly what I want. It almost feels like there's a boundary here too, that I'm getting a boundary energy where you've decided like, this is where I'm at. This is my frequency, and I've created a boundary that doesn't allow me to let in or accept things that do not feel comforting to me. And I don't mean that in a restrictive way, right? Like, we're supposed to be moving outside of our comfort zones, of course, and I don't think you have any problem doing that. I think that what I'm just saying is like, you've been able to understand who is aligned with you and who isn't, and you're not afraid to now step into that kind of a distancing or detaching if it's for your highest good, if it's stopping or delaying any kind of manifestation that you see for yourself. You're not afraid to set those boundaries. If somebody doesn't feel aligned with you, if some project doesn't feel aligned with you, if something doesn't feel aligned with you, don't be afraid to let that go. You have the power, and boy, is it attracting and going to attract even more people in the future. Like, wow, right? Wow. Just it emanates out of you, like it's coming out of this house, this light that's coming out of this house. That's what the energy is. You're either stepping into that now, or you've already begun to step into it and wield that wand for yourself and your life. Immense power, beautiful energy. Future positioning here, you've got this Yang card. This card is the masculine energy. It's the sun. So success here, and then flanking both sides of your reading, past and future here, the Yang card, the action energy. So you will be, it's like, this is such a beautiful balance. You've got connection to wisdom with the Hierophant, higher understanding, higher knowledge, wisdom from other realms, etc. Tapping into the divine in order to really serve people. This makes you even attractive. It makes people want to take action, want to talk to you, want to be around you, want to it's almost like tap into your knowing, what it is you know, or the wisdom that you have. And you're going to be able to action it and use it. Look here again with these stars, just you're using what you've learned to just spark something beautiful yet again. And this makes me feel, again, because it's so connected, the sun energy, the Yang energy, the masculine energy, the success energy on the physical plane, the action type energy, that it allows other people to action for themselves in their lives as well. It's like you're teaching them, you're counseling them, you're imparting your wisdom upon them, and it allows them to take the actions they need to be successful and to feel aligned and to possibly understand this about themselves. That's so attractive. I mean, wow. This is high level energy. You may be stepping into a teaching role or a role in the future where, again, people are coming to you, excuse me, for counsel. They want to know what you think about it. Okay. Let's see. We've got the 9 of feathers. They want that there. All right. So there may have been something very painful and made you extremely anxious, nervous, worrying. This feels like what you learned from, to me. Like you had to have your defenses up. Perspective, self-empowerment. It empowered you. Let's see what else we've got. Again, only up right here. Yeah, it allowed you to take that, to bring it into your world in a really focused way and create success from it. Create stability is what she's giving there. But the Emperor is the ruler of the physical world. It's this yang energy, right? It's the masculine energy. Page of Shells, yes. So this is being really excited about the intuitive inspiration that's coming through as she has here. It also is heart-centered, heart-desired energy. So you probably, my guess is you followed your heart, and people love that, right? It is, of course, inspiring. It makes somebody feel like they can follow their heart, and you followed it right to a success energy. You allowed that for yourself. You stopped, you came out of whatever it is you were worrying about. You decided to do it anyway, to take control. This is my life. I'm going to build it how I want to build it. And you're continuing to build here. Yeah, how exciting. That feels like exciting energy. Even though you're leaving something behind, it's just like you stepped into this beautiful, you stepped into your own light. And of course that's attractive to others. They want this one, they want this one. Thank you. And more here. Right now, again, I'm looking into what you're moving into or have already moved into here. Oh, look at this. We're leveling up here. Let's see what we've got under these cards first. The Queen of Feathers. I mean, you just know, right? Perception, truth, but really it's just like your intellect and your connection and your top 3 chakras are just open. You understand that how you communicate with yourself is what you bring into the world. You understand that how you communicate with others about yourself, about your world, or about what they're capable of. Again, if you're stepping into a teaching type of position or you're stepping into a counseling type of positioning, this could be anything. It's a leadership energy where your counsel and your wisdom that you're stepping into in the future is going to be needed and wanted. You right now are understanding the power that you have. Queen of Feathers. Page of Feathers. They want me to swap these. That's fine. It's a leveling up energy. It's really being able to trust and understand that what's coming in for insights, what's coming to you for insights, that you can use those and wield those however it is that you want. You are able and do have the ability to master those insights and bring them into form. It's like trusting yourself and loving yourself and taking care of yourself. This allows you to access both the heart center and the upper chakras and stay super grounded, of course, because you've got this home card energy. It's like you are grounded in your body. You feel good in yourself. You feel good in your home. You feel good in all of the places that your root needs to feel good. You've had success, and so it's bringing you into this place. People are going like, how can I do that? And that's why you're going to be called to this service, which is going to attract even more people. It's very attractive to be comfortable, flowing, loving in your own self, with your own self, to be connected and trusting and rooted. And that's the energy you've got here. It's beautiful energy. It's allowing your heart to be open. It's allowing your connection to be open. And it's trusting that you are grounded in that you have the power to create your life, that you don't have to worry about certain things anymore, right? You don't have to worry about that. You've had the success to show you I'm okay. And now I'm going to really trust the insights that I'm getting. Love myself. It's like, trust that I deserve to love myself. If you were giving here or in the past, okay, if you were really giving, thinking, this is how I attract people, this is what makes me attractive, there's a shift that's going on here where you're going to be expressing yourself as you are, and that's going to allow this future energy to come in where people are really seeking your counsel. Even if they've been seeking your counsel, it may be in a different way, especially if you're stepping into this high-powered energy. This queens are the keeper of the suit, the influencer of the suit. It's the feminine energy of it. You've got a lot of masculine going on. This is the feminine energy. You're stepping into trusting the intuitive insights that you're getting, knowing that your strategy is right. Of course it is. And loving yourself through it. These two things, this one. Yes? Ooh. My fingers just got really hot. I'm like, nope, that's not it. Just need one more. Thank you. All right. Let's take a look at these. So new perspective, not surprising here. I feel like this is just allowing you, what's happening now is just allowing you to step into that power. And of course you're going to gain a new perspective. The Hanged Man energy can sometimes ask us for a break, to take a break. She has patience and perspective here. So you may need to trust here what you're receiving, the people that are being attracted to you, what your next action may be, how to lead somebody. Don't be afraid to take the break if you feel as though you need a new, it's like a look, like they're showing me somebody in a lookout. You know those where you climb up and then you can like see far, you're standing way above, you like climb up one of those lookout, I don't even know, towers. And then you can see far. It's like if you need to take a break, walk in the woods, find your lookout tower and look out to see like a higher perspective or a different perspective, or take that break that you need, whether it concerns you or somebody else, go ahead and do that. It's going to serve you greatly to do that. Yeah, see, look, justice. You'll find the truth and clarity that you're looking for and be able to provide that for others. You may even find that your own truth and clarity naturally provides that. People are attracted to that, and it actually allows them to tap into their own truth and clarity and to action what they may need to action in their lives that they're seeking, that they need the wisdom that they need in their own lives. This path, this is a security control card. But what they're giving me here is you're really creating a stable energy with this. The last thing you want to do as you move into the future is try to control the wisdom that you're imparting, try to control the counsel, try to control who it is you are attracting. You come from this energy to be fully you, and then you're able to gain the insight and the action that is needed naturally, right? You're gaining the perspectives naturally. You don't need to force, you're gaining the truth, you're gaining the clarity naturally as you step into that and trust that, and it creates this sense of security for you. They just said security blanket. Oh, we're gonna look at this. Ooh, just move that. Oh, security blanket. Look, okay. Oh yeah, beautiful rainbow. Look at that. It's like a cape, but they're saying security blanket. It's like as you are connected to the divine and connected to yourself fully, you're always safe and secure. And it's really creating that, the wisdom that you're gaining, the wisdom that you may be called to share, and what people are attracted to and asking you for in the future. What a beautiful reading, group 2. Beautiful. Just going to close this out for you with a couple of affirmations that you can take with you if you feel called to or intuitively inspired to. I transcend stress of any kind. I live in peace. Beautiful. You're like, it's gonna fall. Ooh. Ooh. I love what my body is capable of doing. Beautiful. However that's resonating with you, take that for yourself. What a beautiful energy. Group number 2. I hope that this reading served you. If you felt that it did and you found it helpful, please let me know by giving it a thumbs up. If you know someone else that would find it helpful, please share it with them so that they can receive the messages that they're looking for. You can leave me a comment down below if you feel called to. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button so that the next time I post a pick a card reading, you will be notified. Thank you so much, group number 2. Hello, group 3, and welcome to your reading. If you are listening to this, then you chose the third pile all the way to the right with the 3 beads, which I am going to move over here so we can get your reading started. We are going to be finding out what people find attractive about you. Let's lay your cards out and get right to it. I will only be pulling and reading the cards from the card decks that we're using in the upright position for this pull. All right, let's see what we've got here. Woo, the Emperor energy showing up there for you. So you've conquered some things. You've conquered your environment. Wow. I know, they're like, look at the horses, Jody. They're showing me the word boundaries. People respect your boundaries. Beautiful, beautiful energy. Let's see what else we've got. 3 of Pentacles showing up in presence position energy here. So you work well. They just said it's a feeding. You feed others. Interesting. You feed others. I wonder if that's literal. Maybe literal as well as figurative. 4 of Pentacles. Look at these right in a row. Okay. Okay. They're noting the sun here, this beautiful sun energy and that spiral. They're really noting that. I would look out for spirals, okay? Yeah, they're really noting it. The spirals here, they matter. That's an indicator for you, group 3. If you start seeing spirals in different places, just take note of it and see what Spirit's trying to tell you in that moment, okay? Because that is, they're saying it's an indicator for you. So that's going to be important. I am going to get some more information here, but I can say right off the bat, you conquering your environment, you knowing what you want, you building your life. In the past, you've been able to build your life to a certain place. People admire that about you, and they are attracted to the fact that you were able to take control, essentially. That you were able to use what you know and make something out of it. Thank you. Okay. Use what you know and make something out of it. It's like people listen to you. You have beautiful boundaries. People respect you. You don't have a problem. Yeah. Message in a bottle. Okay. What they're talking about is that you're not afraid, is the word, afraid to hear the insights of others, to listen to others, to see what's this about, what's that about, to help you build your empire, essentially, to build what it is that you aspire to have in your life. And people love that. It's like you may have found yourself asking for help in places, or asking for assistance. And that is interesting that you're coming into or already in a 3 of Pentacles energy, which is like community helping on the physical plane to grow something, to bring something to life, to it's like to plant the roots and watch them grow is how they're saying it to me. And you have patience in that. If you're feeling like lately you've been losing your patience, just know that what is so beautiful and what people really love about you is that they feel like you can stay calm or you bring a peaceful feeling to them. But first, of course, you must find that within. So remember to breathe. Okay, just a side note, remember to breathe right now for yourself if that's what's going on. You're meant to work in a community of people, or it just feels like there's a community that's influencing your next steps in building your empire. You're going to move to a place where you feel like I have they're showing me like a chessboard and the pieces like being put into place in the exact right place, things lining up. That's what's coming up in the future. But right now, it's like seeking the wisdom, seeking the help, asking for help where you need it, and remembering to bring that beautiful calming type of energy that you do have available to you. People admire that. They feel like they can work with you nicely because you're not, they just said, because you're not a hothead. This energy in the past, it feels so grounding, right? Of course. The Emperor is the fathering energy that grounds us to the earth. It's the physical energy, physical plane energy. I conquer this environment, I conquer this, etc. And so that, coming off of that and being open to hearing and listening, and has moved you into a place beautifully where you are working with people and they love working with you. They keep talking about if you're feeling frustrated. So if lately you have been feeling that kind of frustration, and thank you, if you're beating yourself up at all about it, just give yourself a break, give yourself a breather, return to that peaceful vibe inside that you can access and that you know how to access. Like, ground yourself back into your knowing. If you need to employ a meditation practice, this is a great time to do it. Something that quiets your mind, because you've really used your mind in a beautiful way to create. And now people are going, I want to work with that person. I'd like to be around that person. Let's bring something to life. You may be receiving offers. I mean, people are just attracted to this energy, attracted to your energy and what you've been able to create. And this feeling of like openness. You want this? You want this? Okay. And this feeling of openness, look at that, Treasure Island, beautiful card. This feeling of openness that you provide where you're like, yeah, I'll hear you out. Yeah, I'll listen to that. And then you bring it back to yourself. Like, does this make sense in my mind? Does this make sense to my intuition? Do I understand what is going on here? Is this aligned for me, etc.? You've been able to do that. People are like attracted to telling you about things perhaps. And now you're meant to work with others or help others or create with others on the physical plane, which is going to lead you not only to beautiful, stable type of energy, which also is going to make you very attractive, but bring you lots of it here. They said lots of money. So if you're looking to make money, lots of money. Because you're in the Pentacles suit here. This is, the suit of physicality and money. You got a lot of grounding energy here. Physical, earthly type of energy here. And the Treasure Island card to just, boom, knock that out of the park and conclude that there. So in the future, just know the stability in the financial place will be helpful. You may also then attract even more people with what it is that you create here or step into here. You may be doing that with other people. So they may also be benefiting from what it is you've put into place, what it is you've learned, the give and take back and forth. You may be working with people to create this for all, treasure for all, stability, money, finances for all. Beautiful energy, very grounding vibe. I would say make sure that you're not too grounded, right? That's the key. That's why you've got this kind of going on right now, to remind you it is safe for you to take a time out if you need it, breathe, get a practice in place that reconnects you to your heart center and your spirit team and the divine connection, because you could get too grounded, which sometimes, thank you. That's the warning with this card, the Four of Pentacles, which is where you're meant to be moving to, excuse me, overworking here, or being demanding or whatever, moves you to a place where you can clutch too tightly, like, I'm gonna lose this treasure one day. Like, I have to hold on to it because, or there's not enough to go around or whatever. And they want you staying out of that. Again, they said, look for the spirals. They said that again. So look for the spirals, group 3. That is definitely an indicator for you. You want both? Both? About 3? No, 2. Just looking for 3 here for each of these. Thank you. Let's take a look. 4 of Feathers. Ooh. Let's see what else we have. The Wheel of Fortune. So something must have happened here in your past where you really, it's like, I don't want to say a lucky break because it doesn't feel quite like that. It just feels like a fortunate intervention is how they're saying it. So you may have sort of felt like, I'm tired, I don't know what I'm doing, or don't know what I'm doing, but how is this all going to work out? Yeah, and you took that fortunate turn of the wheel, that fortunate change, that fortunate possibility or opportunity, and you created your world with it. It's just so beautiful. No wonder why people are attracted to that energy. I mean, you've already proven and shown what you're capable of. People want a part of that. And it looks like you're open to sharing that wisdom, knowledge, sharing that expertise, sharing. Oh, the Shaman card. Woo! Okay. Yes. Sharing the wisdom. This is a Hierophant card, right? Counseling others, working with others, working together as a team. It really, to me, Group 3, feels like you are so open, which I love, to, like, you really keep a rein. You hold the reins on your ego. Because you have what you've been able to create could really put you in an egotistical place. You want this? Okay. And you keep the reins on your ego. You check your ego. And you're open to what other people's perspectives are, or what they have to say about it, which is just beautiful. Even though you have the divine wisdom and power, you know that, like, others around you are teaching you as well as you move forward, right? You may just get a nugget from somebody that you're mostly helping them, but they give you a nugget in that interaction and in that working together, in that exchange of energy. And that's just beautiful energy to have. I love that. 9 of Acorns, power and perseverance. So yes, you'll have to stay the course here as you're moving and working together with others, imparting your wisdom and really receiving the wisdom, which I love. You may also be receiving divine wisdom and tapping more into that because you do have the Shaman card there. You may be doing that if you're stepping into a meditation and connection practice, which is really necessary at this point to avoid being too grounded. When you're too in your physical self, you can lose the reins on that ego and it can carry away with you. That can be frustrating, etc. Like, I have to do this, I got to do this. It boxes you in. And so it's important for you right now to stay in a connected state, whatever you have to do, and then stay the course. Know that this is leading somewhere. If things are feeling heavy or they're feeling like you're trying to work with people and sometimes it's not super easy, or sometimes it's not, it doesn't flow exactly how you thought it was going to flow, or you maybe are thinking, oh, it's easier to do this by myself. Allow yourself to stay the course, because all of these beautiful lights, they're showing me all these beautiful lights here. It's like a poised, I want to get the actual, it's like a poised viewpoint where you're sitting back and you're looking and you're keeping your posture. See this? Power, perseverance, but keeping yourself upright, knowing the wisdom that you have and knowing that you're going to receive even more. And sometimes a poised observation energy. Thank you. Oh, they wanted that. Okay, let's see what this is. 8 of Feathers. Courage and solutions. This card speaks about allowing yourself to see things in a different way and not allowing yourself to be victimized, which is what I'm picking up with that really too grounded energy, losing the reins on your ego. So don't let that get carried away. Make sure that it's like, see yourself as you are, not as you've inflated or people have inflated you to be. Because you are this very attractive person, what you've been able to create on the physical plane, and it can inflate our egos. We're all human. They are cautioning against that here. It's like, stay in your divine connection. It's gonna be very important for you to have a divine connection, as I said, to balance out that rooted energy that you've got just happening everywhere here. They're saying, don't assume, wait for the insight. Don't assume, wait for the insight. Wait for the go, because then it will be over. It's like then what you've been working on will be over and you'll move into this energy. It's like the work is definitely worth it for you. Here? No. No. All right, let's see what we've got. Yeah, look at this. You just move into this high level of understanding truth. You're able to communicate in a very different, more effective is the word they're using. Effective way. You may be helping others to do that. People are really going to be listening, thank you to you, listening to you in the future. That's not to make you scared. You'll have everything you need, right? There's no fear around that. It's just they're not going to listen to you if you're like it will. The ego thing is a block, and they want you to see yourself as you are, aligned with your divinity and your wisdom, as opposed to as your mind may be making you out to be. Whether that is good or bad, people are going to be looking for your communication. They're going to be listening to you in the future. They're going to be wanting your wisdom. It's similar to this. I mean, they're going to be wanting your insights. Yeah. You'll keep moving forward and keep growing the stability in this treasure. Knight of Crystals. It can be a slow moving energy. They just said it might be slow moving, but you're building something big. And I'm thinking you already built something big here, group 3. So that's beautiful. Yeah, and look at this. Stability. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, they said no, Jody. Fine. Yeah. The 4 of Cups. 4 of Shells, Cups. I mistaked it for the 4 of Pentacles. Mistook it. Soul searching and reevaluation. So we all have to do it, they just said. So this is kind of just a heads up for you in the future. Because you've got the 4 of Pentacles here, you've got this 4 of Shells, you've got 4 energy. Look for the spirals again. They just said that again. Once you move to a place where you really feel like, I understand people are attracted to what it is I have to say. I understand that I'm getting these divine downloads and I understand how to move them forward. It might be taking a little longer than you think. You may already have the treasure you're looking for, but you want more of it, or you're looking to gain more of it, or you're looking to bring more of it into form. You may need to stop and reevaluate if you're getting into like a bored place. If you're feeling like, I'm bored, this is taking too long, right? If you're getting to that space, I feel like there's going to be people around you that can actually help, people that have been attracted to you over the course of, the line of things, over the course of your life, your past, etc., that you may be able to toss things to. You may have to start a new thing here, but you're going to have to sort of reevaluate and see what's working for you if you've come to the end here and you're meant to, like if you've grown and feel stable in this, I just feel like it like be passed off. I'm going to pull another card here. Spirit? I'm feeling like you may pass it off. Pass it off. Yeah, it's like a new insight's going to come in that you're going to be really excited about. You may need to pass something off eventually. Whether that could be like a business, it could be, they're showing me a home. So it could be a residence, a building of some sort, or what you have built. And you're going to get really excited. You may discover something new that you want to invest in, or you may invest your time, energy, money. You may find something new. And if that's the case, just take the moment to soul search. If you find yourself going like, oh, this really isn't sparking me anymore, but this is, do that soul searching and see if there's something else that needs to come. Somebody may need to take over, and that's their growth energy. And you're meant to move on to whatever is inspiring you, or whatever you feel again, enthusiastic about, or you're getting like inspired to do and feel really good about if you're feeling that boredom energy. That's all I'm saying in the future. Feels like a little bit of a heads up. But first they said you build the foundation and then you'll know, because people are going to want to hear from you. And that's important. And you're going to have to stay the course a bit there as you're building, but it feels like it's going to get to a certain point where you go, okay, It's time for me to let this go because I'm being directed in a different way. I'm being inspired in a different way. So keep asking yourself about that. Don't be afraid to do that. All right, I'm just gonna pull a couple of affirmation cards here for you. You can take them with you if you'd like, if you feel like they're resonating with you or you're intuitively guided to do so. Okay. I will attract great things by being my most authentic self. That's what they were talking about there with that line into getting that the reins on your ego and really just paying attention there. Thank you. And I uphold the standards that I set for myself. That's what I was picking up here, the boundary energy. People find that so attractive. They love how you're able to set beautiful, healthy boundaries. I uphold the standards that I set for myself. What a wonderful reading for you, group 3. If you found this reading helpful, then let me know by giving it a thumbs up or leave me a comment down below if you feel called to. And if you know somebody else who would benefit from this reading or find it helpful, please feel free to share it with them so they can receive the messages that they need. And don't forget to click that subscribe button so that the next time that I post a pick a card reading, you will be notified. I hope that this served you. Thank you so much, group 3.